project. My project is about crime prediction. Today I will tell about which dataset I use. In this project, random forest, KNN, logistic regression, SVM, and decision tree algorithms are used. I will talk about what are they and what is the result of training. In this project, I prefer to use Kaggle San Francisco crime dataset. You can see some of the data in table. In this dataset has nearly 870,000 data, and it has 9 features like date, category, date of week, name of police department, and so on. And first, I applied some preprocess operations into my data. First, I look, is there any duplication? I drop duplicated data. And furthermore, I divide date features into 5 different features as year, month, day, hour, and minute. Then I delete dates column from the dataset and add new 5 column for these features. And finally, I drop users features from the dataset. And in this project, I tried 4 different machine learning algorithms for taking the best result. First one is random forest tree. The random forest tree is a tree-based learning algorithm, and it is a supervised machine learning technique. The random forest algorithm creates a forest with numerous decision trees and averages predictions over many individual trees. And random forest classifier uses random subject methods in building each tree to create an uncorrelated forest of trees. The final decision or prediction is made based on the majority of votes from each of the decision tree nodes. Random forest uses bootstrap aggregating to reduce the risk of overfitting and the required training time. The second one is KNN. KNN chooses one data from the dataset and looks class of selected data's neighbors. KNN decides class of selected data with looking neighbors. In KNN, the algorithm needs one parameter generally called key. This parameter used for how many neighbors will be looked for deciding the class of selected data. For example, we have 3 classes. Let's call them as 1, 2, and 3. And then, if k is 3, then selected data looks 3 nearest data's class. And the nearest data's classes are 1, 1, and 2. The algorithm decides the class of selected data as 1 because the count of class 1 is bigger than the class. Third one is logistic regression. Logistic regression estimates the probability of an event occurring, such as voted or didn't vote, based on a given dataset of independent variables. Modified version of logistic regression that predicts a multinomial probability for each input example. It means that predict more than 2 classes. In this project, multinomial one is used. And fourth one is SVM. SVM is a supervised machine learning algorithm. In the simplest form of it is a linear separation. SVM tries to find a line that maximizes the separation between a two data set of 2-dimensional space planes. The objective of SVM is to find the hyperplane that maximizes the separation of the data plane. The data points which are at the minimum distance to the hyperplane are called support vectors. Normally, SVM doesn't support multi-class classification. There are some operations the algorithm is done for multi-class classification. The algorithm divides the multi-class classification problem into smaller sub-problems, and all of which are binary classification problems. After I got bad results from multinomial logistic regression and SVM, I searched another algorithms for the multi-class classification, and I tried decision tree algorithm too. And decision tree is like a random forest. And in the conclusion, totally 6 machine learning algorithm is used. The best result is taken with decision tree algorithm. Using logistic regression and SVM is not a good choice for this dataset. Not only accuracy results are not good, but also the time need to train the classifier was way much to them, the others. In SVM, after a 6-hour training, the result is not taken, so the training operation is aborted. Because of that, I didn't write any results with that one. And here is my the references. Thank you for listening.